A soul-searching episode with Christmas music, beautiful voice acting, great writing. This has to be one of my favorite episodes of Ping Pong. There's many good things about this episode I like, but the main focus of this episode, really what it was to show, was soul-searching on a lot of our different characters, but mainly on Pecco. We pretty much find out this episode that Pecco is a lot better player than we have been led on to believe. He's a really good player, he can eventually get into the Nationals, and that finally he has the determination to really try and learn Ping Pong from the bottom to the up and become as good as Tsukimoto. Now, one thing that was very interesting about this entire episode was the writing. Right at the beginning, we have a talk with, like, these kids playing a game about this robot and stuff that's heartless and stuff, cold, and a hero's coming to save the day. Well, by the end of this episode, you'll actually see those writing elements right at the beginning with those kids talking about a game actually come into effect with the ending part of this. As we all know, Tsukimoto has pretty much been visualized as a robot. I mean, he even had robot sound effects right at the beginning of this episode. And as we can see, Pecco is the hero. He is the hero, and Tsukimoto is the robot. So as we can see from right here, this is foreshadowing for future events of Pecco and Tsukimoto to fight each other as rivals later on in the Nationals. Because this is what it's trying to demonstrate with the hero and robot theme. So I like that right there. That's really interesting. And it was definitely awesome. The way they managed to actually tell a good story, plot elements, along with foreshadowing in an anime like this. Once again, Ping Pong has shocked me. It has done some great writing in form of music. The music of this episode, oh my god! Like I said once before in one of my reviews, they may not put the budget in the animation, but they definitely put the budget in the voice acting, the writing, and the fucking music. The music of this episode, there was actually like a choir singing a fucking music song. It was just a very good fucking song. I was like, holy shit! I know it's Christmas, it's not the time of year for Christmas music, fine. But the entire way the song was sung, it just gave off those emotions, like actual real good emotions and feelings. So, good job, Ping Pong. You had badass fucking music that definitely struck at you. And what was so interesting about it is that entire song really complemented the animation. Now, as we all know, like I've said many times on almost every single review, the animation is not that good for, you know, what we're used to. But what was so interesting is the way they showed the animation with the music going on, especially like, for instance, Tsukimoto, we see him by himself in the middle of Christmas looking at this birthday cake that his instructor, his manager, has given him, and he's by himself. So right here it goes to show you that Tsukimoto is very lonely. His parents are not around, something's going on here. He has a very terrible life at home. So hopefully we'll find out more character development about that. But we also see that Pecco's having his own issues this episode, hence the soul searching. He's pretty much by himself, he eventually gets drunk, he hits a freaking boat, eventually he's about to drown in the water, and Akuma has to give him that final push to make him want to learn Ping Pong and be serious at it. So overall, this was a very good episode. It had so much character development for each individual character that it was very impressive for this type of series. I mean, really impressive. For the time span they had, they really managed to do a logical character development for each individual character. One thing though, like I said, Ping Pong, I once again will recommend this series to other people. Just look past the animation and look at the fucking writing, look at the fucking awesome music, look at the voice acting, and you'll see an epic series. Oh my. So, really, one thing in particular, I will tell you, this series, once again, has broken my expectations and made them even higher because this was a very good episode. I love it. I love the feels this series gives me, the way it gives that vibe of anticipation and tension build-up with foreshadowing with each individual event. I feel like all the voice acting and all the words written are not wasted in this series. The voice acting and the writing and the lines are so fucking badass in this series. So everybody, tell me your thoughts. Do you think Pecco is going to become the hero to stop Tsukimoto? Do you think Tsukimoto is eventually going to gain a heart? What do you feel is going on with Tsukimoto at his home? Why do you think he's by himself? What do you think is going on with Pong right now? Can you see from this episode that his character has developed? For instance, everybody's starting to help him, train around him. He's becoming the manager of the entire school. What do you feel about that? Do you feel like Pong is finally doing his job what he should be, and now he's going to look at other goals and careers now to be a manager instead of actual player? So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.